Hi everybody, Carol here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be making two cards using the same stamp but in different ways, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks for being here. This stamp set is called Heaven and Nature. I'm only going to use one little stamp of the animals and then two of the sentiment stamps, and I'm going to stamp them off with some VersaFine Onyx Black ink and onto some separate sheet of paper, because I'm going to cut these all out into little squares. So there's a lion and the lamb, rabbit, cardinals, and then here's the first sentiment that says, wishing you a gentle season of happiness and peace. Now I took a thinner strip and I'm stamping off the other sentiment that says peace on earth, and that is going to be for the second card. The first card has a background of red, a beautiful Christmas red, and I'm putting the Tombow Mono Multi Glue onto it so that I can set it aside, the black piece also, and when it dries it will become repositionable. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to color the little animals with just some very simple coloring with my Prismacolors, but I'm not going to bore you with it. So, or at least I'll put it this way, I'm going to speed it up. The lion is in the shades of yellow and goldish color, and a pale pink rabbit, but I have some little highlights, kind of highlighting it with red to blend in with the red cardinals. And then the lamb, I'm just going to keep him white, give them all some little pink cheeks, and then go back with these markers, fine tip, to do the little bitty holly leaves and the little bitty holly berries. Then I'm going to take these Millennium pens, a set of 5 here, and I'm using a small pen to just go back and redot their eyes. I like to go around my pieces with neutral ink and a makeup sponge to just kind of frame them, give them an edge that makes them stand out a little bit. I'm even going around this star, which I forgot to put on camera, but I stamped it and cut it out, and you'll see where it fits in. Now the ink is, the glue has dried, so I'm able to put it down onto this card and pull it up and down if I need to, because it is repositionable. And I'll put down the red. Now I'm not going to glue the black yet, because I want to see exactly where I want to put it, but I will put the white onto the black, which is a very thin edge of black for a little frame. And now I can see more where I want to put it. Also the sentiment, white onto a very thin edge of black. And as I place it onto the card, you'll see I'm going to put the star up in the upper left-hand corner. And I'm kind of drawing a line, well, I am drawing a line, but very lightly, where I can see, go back and reference where I want to put the main focal point there of the picture. Now I'm using this beautiful gold yarn. It's very thin, and even at that I'm going to divide it yet again into a really thin strip, and these are going to be my golden rays coming down from the star. And I cut 4 of them, and I'm placing them on there, and even though they're a little bit unwieldy, it's surprising how they cooperate. I'm sticking them onto the back of the star, which you can either use glue or some two-way tape, and just to adhere these thin strips of yarn, and then I can place it back up there. I'm not going to glue it down yet, but I can hold it and get an idea of where I want these rays to come down. Now once I get them down in really a temporary place, they'll end up being permanent, but they could have been temporary. I'm kind of feeling out where exactly I want to put them. putting down some tape. They can still be adjusted even with the cellophane tape there. I keep going back and checking with my main picture there to be sure everything is covered under the picture. I'll put it back again, see is that where I want it. Now it's still slack because I haven't, I started to glue the star down. I changed my mind, and you'll see why. And so I'm just lining this up, and I'm going to hold the star. I want you to see up close. Hold the star taut and pull these threads. They will still slip and slide under that tape until you get it just the way you want it, and then go back and give it a good burnish. I decided that I would mount that star up on some foam tape and give it some real dimension, that these rays are coming down from it but also out from behind it. And I'm holding that tight, holding the threads so that I will see where I want it, and then go back and cut off these tails. I'm still leaving a little just to have some wiggle room. Then putting my glue on the black piece of paper and let it dry. But you can pull that thread through those pieces of tape for a little bit of a while before you go back and burnish it down really tight and settle that in there. Now put the picture down where I want it, and the sentiment down where I want it. Can always change it because it's repositionable at this point. But I really like the way this turned out. It's simple but elegant in a very soft and gentle sort of way. So I hope you like that. Now the second card is going to be quite a bit different. I'm using the craft paper, stamp the image, but it is pretty much going to only just be white. I'm taking a white Prismacolor pencil and coloring in with white just ever so lightly, and I will color a little darker in some spots for highlight, but everything is just shaded in white except for some little pink cheeks. And I didn't even color in the cardinal's red. I didn't even color in the holly leaves or the berries. I just wanted it to be ever so subtle with its white. And so I will speed through this. I know you don't need to see me color all of this, but it's just very simple coloring. And then there's my card base. I had put my glue on all of these pieces, and they're ready to go down now. Let them dry. So there's the sentiment that says, wishing you a gentle season of happiness and peace. I'm putting a little strip of black at the back for a black border on that sentiment. Putting it back down, the sentiment back down at the bottom of the card, which will not be the bottom, but you'll see that in a minute. And then lining up this black rectangle, which is the background of the other picture. Getting it straight. Bringing in the beautiful, beautiful glitter paper that's corrugated. It's pretty thick and heavy. It just has a very nice weight to it, full of glitter, and it is so pretty. Now here comes the picture. So we're contrasting craft paper with silver glitter. It's just a simple elegance in a way. So I really like that. The offset of the sentiment on the side. And just for something a little different. So there you have it. Little pink cheeks of these animals living in harmony. So there you have it, the two cards together, quite a bit different. Let me know in the comments which one you like better. I like them both. They're just different, and for the same stamp. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll give something like this a try, a stamp out of your stash that could be used this very same way. So I'll have some still shots for you here. This is my anniversary. Been with YouTube for exactly 1 year today. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy. If you want to subscribe or give me a thumbs up, that would be appreciated too. But see you next time.